What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Commanders Guru, and today we have a Washington Commanders off-season mock. This is something that I predict will happen and what I would do if I was GM. I think every single thing I do here is reasonable. It's not that much of a prediction. It is a prediction, but it's also what I would do as well. So this is, in fact, a prediction of what I think the Commanders will do in this year's offseason. So we have free agency pickups, and we have a little mock draft for a 3-round mock draft for Washington Commanders right afterwards. So starting right off, here's some cap moves that I think the Commanders will do and should do in the next coming days. The first one is cut Javon Kinlaw. He is an absolute liability on the defense. I cannot lie, he is an absolute liability. He's absolutely terrible. He had a 46 PFF grade. That is terrible. We can get an upgrade of Javon Kinlaw in free agency if we release him for literally half of his contract and for a 1-year deal, which I do have later in the studio. So why keep him around? Release him. Cut him immediately. Next move, something that we should do immediately, is this shit decided to cut. You can already see it. Is to extend Javon, is to extend Lermy Tunsil. If we extend him, we can free up $10 to $13 million in cap space this year, right? So why not do it? He's probably the best player on our team. He was definitely our best player last year when healthy. Outside Jane Daniels, why not resign him? Why not extend him? Which will give us more cap space in a year where we desperately need more and better players. Like what are we doing here? Now, after all the cap space moves, we are hopping into the first free agency move of this offseason, which I do predict will be the first thing we do in a sign that I am really confident we will do. A lot of people are talking about this. Boy Maffey, edge from the Seahawks. I think what we should do is give him a 3-year deal to offer a valuation per year of $14 million. We can obviously do some stuff with the cap for the first year where we can save some more money and only have an $8 million cap hit for the first year. Which, at the end of the day, which is why we could sign all of these players. And why the Commanders, after this offseason, if they do this, and what I would do, in my prediction, we'll put them right back into a top 3 contender in the NFC. I think this is a big need for the Commanders, and I think he's a good, if anything, at the end of the day, whatever you do later in free agency or whatever you do in the draft, this is still a good player that, with rotation for the very least, if he's a rotational edge rusher, he's going to be a very good one of that anyways. Second player I would sign is Tariq Woolen. I think this is a player that we should sign almost immediately. Putting Maffey and Tariq Woolen should be some of the first players we sign immediately. Tariq Woolen can easily come in and be a cornerback 1, cornerback 2 with Trey Amos. I think that would be a great idea for the Washington Commanders. And again, 4-year deal, evaluation of $14 million a year, and his first year cap hit would be $8 million. So I mean, I would like that a lot. For the Commanders, we're only spent $16 million on 2 really good players in positions of need. He has some troubles, but he's still young. His frame is insane. His athleticism is insane, and I think he could be a great player for the Washington Commanders. Now, immediately afterwards, we have the next player, the next signing. Who are we going to sign? Romeo Doubs. We desperately need a new wide receiver to the pair with point, and possibly his last year. A lot of people were talking about that, right? So, again, we give him a 3-year, $14 million evaluation per year, and then a first cap of $8 million. So we're really saving money here with the first year cap. I will admit that low-key in future years, if we do this, we might be in cap hell. But that's what we gotta do if you want to be a good team. You gotta put yourselves at risk. You gotta put yourselves in cap hell for the next for a year or 2, right? So I think it might come to this, but I mean, the Commanders do this. We are literally going to be one of the best players. But one of the best teams, and I do think we do this, I think we're talking Super Bowl in a year or two. Second player, the fourth player, the Commanders, we're going to sign, is Kenneth Walker. Yes, I do understand some people are like, oh my god, but like, hear me out though. He's gonna go to the Chiefs, blah blah blah. No. We need him. More than anyone else. For $16 million, I think is an absolute steal. Seahawks won't give him $13 million, you put him $3 million per year evaluation, $9 million cap hit. This is an absolute great signing for the Washington Commanders. And they pull this off. I mean, come on. You literally cannot hate it. Also, I do understand this kind of looks like the Epstein files, by the way. I want to make that joke. It kind of looks like the Epstein files. But yeah, you bring in that Super Bowl MVP. A new super explosive, one of the most explosive running backs in the NFL, if not one of the most explosive offensive skilled players in the NFL. And a team with Jay and Daniels would be scary. Next player, we got Isaiah Likely for $11 million per year deal, cap hit of $6 million. You need a new tight end, and Isaiah Likely is most likely going to give you that. He's a player in need. He's been on the bench for so long. He doesn't have that much fame around him. He doesn't have that much hype around him, though he's still a really good tight end, in my opinion. Some people might even say he's better than Mark Andrews. I don't really agree to that, but I think he's an absolute steal of a player for $11 million per year evaluation, and I think he will add an absolute great threat for Jane Daniels, pairing up with Romeo Doubs too. The next player Commanders should sign, I have by signing Jaquan Brisker. We need a new safety. Now, it's a little bit expensive. We give him $13 million a year. This is a player that I can definitely see us signing. Do I really think this is going to happen? Maybe not. I do think we're signing a safety. Jaquan Brisker should be the first safety we should be targeting immediately. I still don't think we should have got rid of Jeremy Chin. And I think I think that bite us in the ass. I don't want that to bite us in the ass anymore. Get Jaquan Brisker. 4 year, $30 million evaluation, half hit at $7 million. Come on, Commanders. You gotta do this, and I would do this in a heartbeat. I love this. I would love this pickup so much. And we'd definitely add a great player down deep for us in the deep box, in the deep middle. Next player the Commanders should sign, Devin Lloyd. This is the first true splash. You could say Kemp Walker's a splash. This is a splash. Devin Lloyd linebacker. The best linebacker in this free agent class. I was going to go Quay Walker. I had to switch this last second. Devin Lloyd is just twice. Quay Walker, I had to sign in for $10 million. Problem is, though, Quay Walker is just not all that good. Devin Lloyd is just so much more better, and I am willing to pay the actual $12 million per year than sign Quay Walker for $10 million per year. So, I mean, I think it's a splash. I think this is a signing that I think we should really make. Well, a signing that we should really make, in my opinion. Next player we got, Cad Mays. He's gonna be a center, so you can change this to center if you really want to. He's not the best player overall, but he will definitely add some. He'll definitely add some juice to the center. He's a good replacement. If not, he's a better replacement than than Tyler Biadasz. So, like, it's a good overall signing for us. I think that's a good player, good replacement for Tyler Biotis at the center position. Next player is another guard, Trevor Penning from the Chargers. Chargers get Tyler Biotis from us. We get Trevor Penning from them. 2-year deal, $10 million, $6 million cap hit. That's an absolute good play. You got more guard depth, especially if Chris Paul doesn't come back, because we are going to let him look out and expand and look and explore free agency. And I think if we do lose him, which we might actually lose him, Trevor Penning is a good replacement for Chris Paul. For only around $5 million for $2 million for $10 million year, which also could get a little bit cheaper. I'm just going off of market value from Sporadic, by the way. Next player talking about Logan Hall. Now this is our interior defensive lineman. This is our fucking replacement. Logan Hall had a, get this, a PFF grade of 66, which is not all that good, right? It is still 20 grades higher than Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw had a 46 PFF grade. Logan Hall, 66. So much better, and we get him for a way cheaper deal for 1 year's $8 million. Cap hit at 4.5. Great selection, good pickup in my opinion. I think this is a done deal, and we should do that. Next player the Commanders should sign, Cordell Flott. More cornerback, some more corner action right there. Cordell Flott, you can put him in at slot. You can put him in outside. You can have a rotation of, as of right now, even before the draft, before you get into the draft, Trey Amos, Tariq Woolen, Cordell Flott, Mike Samersdale, and you can put one of those 4 cornerbacks in the slot. I think, in my opinion, I think we should have Tariq Woolen on one side, Trey Amos on the other side, Cordell Flott in the slot. And I think that's a perfect trio, in my opinion. Next player, reveal it, Calvin Austin for a 1 year, $6 million deal, $4 million cap hit. I think he's a good explosive YAC wide receiver, and we need, we only had this, after signing Romeo Dobbs, we would only have 4 top wide receivers on the depth chart. Calvin Austin could definitely add to that, and I mean, come on, what else could you get? I mean, come on, he's actually pretty decent too, so I like him as a good depth deal there, and also as a good return tournament. It might be a Deebo Samuel replacement. Next player, and final player, Leo Chanel. 2-year deal, $6 million a year, and $6 million cap hit. I think he's honestly might be a better linebacker than Quay Walker, who is for some reason cheaper. And if you can get Devin Lloyd and Leo Chanel, 2 linebackers, great deal in my opinion. He's right in an absolute freak of a player. Come on. Linebacker position, come on. And obviously here's starting cap. We have $108 million. After extending Laremy Tunsil and releasing Javon Kinlaw, we spend $88.5 million in cap hits of this year alone. This is first year cap hits, and then we have a remaining cap space of $19.5 million. Obviously, that might be negative come next year, which might be why I don't think this will happen. I think this is what the Commanders should do if they want to win a Super Bowl, and I think they will win a Super Bowl if they sign all these players. Because these are just good players. All these are just good players, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. They're all decently good players. None of these are just bad players signing, So, this is actually a and we're not even gotten the draft yet, so this is what I think we should do in free agency. Now, let's head to the draft. Now, we're in a mock draft. PFF mock draft simulator. To finish off the offseason. Doing a 3-round mock draft. Obviously, I don't have plus, So we're gonna hop right into this. We're gonna hop right into this. Looking at everything right now. Looking at what we have. I think we took 2 linebackers. Obviously, we got 1 edge, 1 safety, and you need 2 safeties to tango when you really think about it. And we have David Bailey and Caleb Downs. These 2 players who I actually think I will take. Personally, this is how the draft went. I think he's gonna go too. If Sonny Salas was here at 7, I think this is a better pick. I mean, you could go Caleb Downs here and take literally the best player, maybe in the entire draft, or you can go with the best edge available in David Bailey. Here, just add to that. Just looking at everything. Everything of need, and if you want to become a Super Bowl contender this year alone, I don't even think you take David Bailey. I think you take Caleb Downs, because then you have Jaquan Brisker, you have David Caleb Downs. You can do a lot of stuff. So I think at the end of the day, it depends on either of these 2 players. If my free agency prediction was more of a for the future, maybe go David Bailey. Caleb Downs, he's younger. He's also just a better player. We have Way Matthew, and we still have another pick in day 2. So we can snag a guy like Danny Sutton, right? You can snag a player like Danny Sutton in the 3rd round, add more depth. I think personally, from what we're looking at here, best case scenario, it gets really hard here, but I do think it's either David Bailey or Caleb Downs. I just have more assurance on Caleb Downs than I do David Bailey. But I don't know, man. Caleb Downs and Jaquan Brisker would be an absolute fucking phenom of a duo. This would feed families for the next 4 years. We have a good secondary for the next 4 years too. I don't know, man. You could go David Bailey too. Hard decisions. This is why the draft process is so hard. I'm not even looking at these players. I don't know who to go here. I'm going Caleb Downs. I'm going Caleb Downs here. I am confident someone will fall in our lap in the 3rd round. Personally, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm confident an option will fall to us in the 3rd round. And you go Caleb Downs, you get literally the best player available, in my opinion. And oh my gosh, you get Romello Height. Bang! Romello Height, Caleb Downs. What a draft class. What a draft class. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. This is an elite. This is an elite draft class right here for the Washington Commanders. You get Caleb Downs, you pair him up with Jaquan Brisker, Will Harris, Quan Morton too if he improves. Then, going day 3, you get Romello Height, who might be a better edge rusher than David Bailey. When you think about it, we might have gotten a better edge rusher. I don't think Romello Height's better than David Bailey, but that's a conversation that people listen to, and I have listened to it, and I honestly, and I can hear it out. This is right here. With everything that we've looked at, if the Washington Commanders do this offseason, that exact draft class, that exact free agency class, players that we sign free agency and have these as our first 2 picks in this draft class, in this draft, we're winning Super Bowl in this year or the next, guaranteed. Maybe not guaranteed, but I am very confident we will. Because holy cow, we're bringing in dogs. bring in absolute dogs. I love this. I actually love this. I think the Commanders will be one of the best players and one of the best teams in the NFL. Um, honestly, like low key, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to eat some great food. See you later.